Have you ever wondered what a cuteness overload might feel like? Well, today you just might find out because FarmFolks just released their first update on animals in the game, and oh my goodness, are they absolutely adorable. My name is DoctorDDub, and today we'll be covering the recently released animal update for FarmFolks. This video will be broken down into 4 different sections for your convenience: livestock, pets, mounts, and other info, each with a timestamp in the description if you just can't wait to learn about a particular topic. Without delaying any further, let's get into the update. First up, let's talk about livestock. Livestock in FarmFolks will include animals like cows, goats, sheep, chickens, and pigs, among others. In order to even be able to have livestock on your farm, you must first have the necessary housing required to house a particular animal. If you want to have cows and sheep, for example, you'll need to have a barn for them to sleep in and a grazing field for them to eat from and stretch their legs in. If you want to raise chickens, however, you're going to need a chicken coop. You get the idea. Once the requirements are met for housing that animal, you can then head to the store, presumably the shop run by this little lady, Della, to purchase them. At the time of purchase, you'll be able to select the gender of the animal in question. The usefulness of this is best explained with an example. Let's take cows, for instance. Female cows will produce milk that you can collect to then sell or turn into other items. Male cows, on the other hand, will not be able to produce any products for sale. However, a male will be required for breeding, though this update doesn't cover the details of breeding, and they'll also provide a buff to nearby females. What effect this buff will have, we're not sure yet, but most likely it'll increase happiness or milk quality of the females, if I were to take a guess. And speaking of happiness, animals will have an affection meter measured on a 5-star scale similar to the crop quality system. This 5-star system seems to be a theme, so it's a fairly safe assumption that the quality of products produced by our livestock will follow this quality system as well. But how does one increase affection with an animal? Talking to, feeding, and brushing your animals, presumably daily, will slowly raise their affection towards you, resulting in the production of higher quality products. Since some males, as is the case with cows like we just discussed, don't produce a product, increasing their affection level could potentially lead to a more powerful effect on the females around it, though again, this has yet to be confirmed. There is also mention of the need to keep your animals safe, happy, and healthy in order to raise their affection. Talking to them and brushing them daily will most likely contribute to their happiness. Feeding them could contribute to their happiness and their health, but this also leads me to believe that animals can get sick and will need to be cured by the player in order to maintain their health. And keeping them safe might mean putting them inside at night to avoid getting attacked by a wolf or other potentially dangerous animal, or making sure fences are upkept to ensure nothing gets in or out that shouldn't. I realize I'm really reading into this and picking it apart, but that's kind of my job, and again, this is all just speculation. Up next, and probably my favorite part of this update, are pets. If the cuteness overload that I spoke of earlier is to happen, this is probably where it'll take place, so prepare yourselves. Unlike your dog or cat in Stardew Valley or some of the older Harvest Moon games, your pets in FarmFolks can follow you around, and not just on the farm. Wherever you go, they will go if you choose to let them. Whether that's on the farm, into the town of Port Meridia, or even into the mines. Pets can do more than just follow you around though. Each pet, of which there will be quite a few to choose from, will provide some sort of benefit to the player, whether that's by helping you around the farm in some capacity, or by seeking out and finding special items throughout the world. In the early portion of the game, when you acquire your first pet, you will only have the ability to acquire small, common pets, like a cat or dog, or maybe even the Gauldry. We're not sure. As you progress further into the game, however, you'll be able to obtain a license that will allow you to acquire larger and more exotic pets. What these large, exotic pets will be, I have no idea, but I'm very excited for them. Overgrown also mentions that we will feel encouraged to take care of several different pets to help us around the farm and the island. I'm going to assume pets need to be fed and given attention as well, just like our other animals, but unfortunately, no information was given on how to care for your pets, what to feed them, if they'll have an affection meter like our livestock will, or what housing requirements they will need. As if having cute, adorable little critters follow you around wasn't enough, there's also some cute, adorable, not-so-little critters that you can ride. That's right, mounts are a thing. At this time, the only two mounts that we know of are a horse and the exotic Alola, but there are bound to be more in addition to the vehicles that have been confirmed to be in the game. Just like with livestock, you'll need to feed and house your mounts. Mounts will also have an energy meter which will deplete while being ridden, but can be restored by dismounting them or feeding them to help them replenish their energy. The update also mentions the use of a saddle, but I'm not sure if that will be an item that needs to be used in order to be able to ride your mounts, or if all mounts will just have one on them already. Either way, mounts will provide a quick and fun way to get around Softshell Island, and I personally cannot wait to ride around on my Alola. Alright, that does it for the animal portion of this update, but that's not quite everything that was included. On November 8th, 2018, Overgrown Studios received a $20,000 grant from Epic Games to help them work on FarmFolks. I was not sure at all why they did this or how they received it, so I did a little research on the topic. Apparently, Epic Games gives out grants to game developers working in Unreal Engine 4, the game engine being used to create FarmFolks, ranging from $5,000 to $50,000 to help game developers make their dreams a reality. This money will go a long way towards helping FarmFolks become the game the devs want it to be and the game that so many of us are eagerly waiting to play. Last but not least, Overgrown Studios and Bit and Toast Games have teamed up to help promote each other's games, FarmFolks and Garden Paws, respectively. If you've never heard of Garden Paws and you enjoy the look of FarmFolks, there's a good chance you'll enjoy Garden Paws as well. It's still in the alpha stages of development, but is receiving frequent updates and is definitely headed in the right direction, if you ask me. They even have a free demo to play if you want to check it out for yourself. I'll have that linked as well as a link to pre-order the game in the description below. I also make content on it, so shameless plug, you should go check that out as well. Alright though, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for this week's update. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this news as much as I did, which is a lot if I haven't made that clear. Thank you all very much for watching though. I'll be back with more FarmFolks news real soon, and until then, as always, take care.